Hi Scorpio, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your July 2019 general reading. For your reading, guys, we're using advice cards of Healing with the Angels by Doreen Virtue, and we're using the Gilded Tarot for your reading, okay? So this is the general readings. I'm going to try and make it a bit shorter because you've got a bonus reading for June, and you've also got your July 2018 love readings for couples and singles, alright? I know people like to watch the general readings as well quite a bit, so yeah, that's why we do them. So let's get your advice card out first and see what that's saying. Okay, so Universe Spirit, what's the advice that you have for Scorpio for the month of July 2018? What is the advice that you have for Scorpio for the month of July 2018? Show me. Wow, truth and integrity is the advice card. You've got to stand within your beliefs, basically, is what truth and integrity is, okay? Stand by what your beliefs are, stand within your truth, okay? Do what you feel is best this month. As long as it's done, Scorpio, with a sense of honour, with a sense of integrity, as it says, with a sense of genuineness, then yeah, it's fine. Okay, truth and integrity is really telling you to do the right thing this month. But if you're going to do the right thing, it's got to be right. It's got to be what you consider to be moralistic, as it were, Scorpio. Okay, so the advice for the month is stand within your truth. Okay, stand within your integrity and do the right thing. Do the thing that you think is going to be the right thing to do, but do it with a sense of honesty, okay, and self-belief. Stand within your strength, stand within your self-belief in the month of July 2018. Do everything within the vein of truth and integrity. In other words, if something's not serving you, walk away from it, okay? If somebody's upsetting you and they're continuously doing that, Scorpio, walk away from it. Okay, don't be afraid to walk away. I'm just going to take my cardigan off because it's starting to get mighty warm. If somebody's upsetting you and they've been continuously doing so, don't engage in an argument. Best thing to do is just wish them well and leave it behind. Okay, so do everything with a sense of truth and integrity in the month of July 2018. So with that being said, we're going to put down the advice cards, guys, for you guys. And we're going to see what this is about. We're going to see how this card fits into the reading. Put this on the floor here. Okay, so Universe Spirit, what is the situation coming in for Scorpio in the month of July 2018? What is the situation coming in for Scorpio in the month of July 2018? What is the situation coming in for Scorpio in the month of July 2018? Show me. Alright, we're going to split the deck into three. 1, 2, 3, like so. And let's have a look. I'm just going to start laying down the cards. Okay. Put this card over here so I've got enough room, because I'm recording from my sister's at the moment. And yeah, I'm recording from the living room. I thought it'd be quite a nice sort of setting to do something different in. You guys are showing as being Temperance. This is the you now position in July 2018. Temperance is when you're trying to work through an issue, and I think that you are trying to work through an issue in the month of July 2018. Temperance is about finding balance and harmony within the self often, but it's not always within the self. Sometimes the Temperance energy says, I've got an awkward situation, I've got a difficult situation, and I'm trying to make the best of it. So I'm trying to make sure that I can work through this energy. Some of you guys might be trying to cooperate with another person as well, because Temperance is all about trying to cooperate, but it's trying to achieve some form of balance between an opposing situation or between opposing elements. So I think that some of you guys, Scorpios, are trying to work through maybe some difficulty in the month of July 2018. You're trying to work through some form of a situation that requires delicacy, that requires your cooperation and requires your effort, and also your patience as well. Now, as a result of that, what you're going to experience is the Five of Coins energy. So the energy for the month is going to be the Five of Coins. And I think that, you know, the Five of Coins, I don't think that this is a financial thing. Okay, when you do the tarot, you go with what the elements are. So you read the tarot in terms of, right, so I know here with Temperance being the you now position, some of you guys are trying to tussle with something. You're trying to balance something out in your life. It might be an internal thing that you need to balance, i.e. your feelings, or it might be an external thing. It might be a situation, you know, it might be, how do I work with such and such a person in the workplace? But I think that as a result of that, what you're going to experience is the Five of Coins is about financial instability, but it's a card that really indicates instability overall. With the Five of Coins, you might find yourself being an outsider, for example, and it might be that you experience the energies of feeling like an outsider, or feeling that you're on your own, or feeling that you're not a part of a group, or you're not a part of, because that's what the Five of Coins is. Five of Coins isn't just about material instability, it's also about feeling unstable with people, or not feeling a part of a group, or not feeling supported by others. So it might be as a result of that, the energy for the month is that you're out there on your own doing this, because you guys are trying to deal with something that is quite fractious, I think, with this Temperance energy, and as a result of that, the energy that you experience for the month of July 2018, Scorpio, is feeling with this Five of Coins. It might be the energy around you as well, is that you need to ask for help, because the Five of Coins is all about, if you can look up this card, this woman here is going to, she's got a child there, can you see, and she's asking for help. So it might be the energies that some of you guys are experiencing, Scorpio, is the need in the month of July 2018 to get some support, for example, with that with that Five of, and I think this might be about support, because you guys are trying to manage something here with the Temperance energy. You're trying to manage an opposing, a difficult force. You're trying to manage the negative and the positive of a situation. You're trying to bring something in your life into balance. And I think that as a result of that, some of you guys, the energy for the month is about asking for help, because this might be something that you can't completely do on your own. Now, the reason that everything is happening is because of the Nine of Cups. So, I mean, I'm not sure whether some of you guys have overindulged a little bit too much, because the Nine of Cups can be where you've overindulged. And I'm just trying to piece the reading together, and we're going to get, you know, a little bit more information as we put the clarifiers down. But this is the reason that everything is happening, is because of the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is about wishes being fulfilled. The Nine of Cups is about feeling a sense of contentment. Self-satisfaction is the Nine of Cups. But the Nine of Cups can also be when you're actually overdoing things. You know, you're indulging a little bit too much in good food, good wine, nice things, having a good time. You might have overdone it, some of you guys might have done, potentially, with that Nine of Cups. And in the recent past, you know, you've experienced the Eight of Wands. So you might have experienced some rapid changes with that Eight of Wands in the recent past, or maybe this has been something to do with communication. What's challenging you this month is the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands might be something to do with the arrival of something that came in rather quickly. When you get Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords, this can be arrival cards. There might be arrivals that are really unexpected. It might be something to do with a move or a change is challenging you this month, which is why it might be that you're needing to gain some support here with the Five of Coins. The most likely outcome for the month, judging by what we've looked at so far, Scorpio, is there's going to be a little bit of nerves here. I mean, they are I've got no reversals in these decks. Well, I don't think I've got any reversals anyway. A lot of people want to moan when I get reversals out, but you can get, you know, a difficult reading. I'm not saying this is a difficult reading, but you can get a reading that's not all hearts and flowers, even with your uprights. It's just the way that it works. Some of you guys, the most likely outcome will be that you're going to be a little bit worried here with this Nine of Swords. It might be that you're a little bit, you know, because you are asking for support. Some of you guys, the Five of Coins, you're experiencing financial instability through the month, in which there is worry here. It might be the root for that financial instability, though, is the Nine of Cups. You've overindulged a little bit too much. This isn't just about wishes being fulfilled, Scorpio. This is also the card that suggests somebody's overindulging a little bit too much in the finer things in life. And as a result of that, it might be that you're experiencing some form of financial problems with that Five of Coins, and you're going to be worrying about it, some of you guys. Now, coming in, you do have a Nine of Coins, so you're going to get some gain. So the immediate future is shown with this Nine of Coins energy, which is good. You are gaining financially. You are gaining, when you get the Nine of Coins, it's about financial gain. It's about feeling independent and feeling comfortable. So, you know, judging by what we saw at first, the more than likely it's going to be, you know, maybe there's some worry coming in here. But I think that if in the present situation for the month, if we've got this Nine of Coins, and it might be that there's some form of lack, for example, in terms of your finances, it might be that in the first 2 weeks into July 2018, you're going to be reaping some gain. You're going to be gaining some money here, or gaining some form of fortune with that Nine of Coins energy. Now, influence is coming in on the moon. And the moon references secrets and also a little bit of anxiety there. I get the impression that this is because the Temperance card is about fluctuation as well. So, you know, if you guys are experiencing a very fluctuating time, I get the impression looking at the reading that there's a lot of fluctuation going on for Scorpio in the month of July 2018. Because you go from the 9 of Coins in the first 2 weeks of July to the influence coming in being the moon. Okay, it could be that saying the influence is coming in at the moon, but by the end of the month, because this is a 28-day turnaround. But I don't think it is. I think that you've got something coming in that's good in the immediate future, 9 of Coins. But then what comes in behind that with this 9 of Coins energy is something that might be there might be some uncertainty, or with this moon energy, or something that needs still to be revealed to you with that moon energy. Now, your hopes are for the Page of Coins. It might be the fears are with the page. I mean, there's money cards here. There's about 3 money cards in the read. They're not overtaking them. You've got an amalgamation of that stuff. So you've got 1 sword card as the most likely outcome, which is showing there's a little bit of anxiety. You've got the root issue being to do with indulgence, the 9 of Cups. You've got 2 wand cards in the recent past, the 8 of Wands, lots of changes, things coming in really quickly. The Knight of Wands being your challenge position, movement, change. Again, 2 change cards showing up here. So I think there's worries concerning change. But this change is to do with something with the 9 of Cups. It's to do with, I think for some of you guys, it's either to do with something good that's coming with the 9 of Cups. Maybe you're worried because there has to be some changes here. And maybe the 5 of Coins is trying to tell us that you're going to leave somewhere. You're going to be moving on. Because the 5 of Coins can also show leaving, for example. You seem to be gaining here in the immediate future, 9 of Coins, but for some reason influences are coming in with the page and with the moon card that you're uncertain. There's some uncertainty. There's an uncertain period happening for Scorpio. Hopes will be the Page of Coins, and this is really just to learn as much. I mean, the Page of Coins is a learner card as well, so if this is something new that's happening for Scorpio, the hopes would be really just to take your time and learn stuff. If this is a money situation, the hopes are really just to gain some form of, you know, the Page of Coins isn't really a card about stable finances, but it is about being responsible and careful with finances. So maybe some of you guys are hoping to save or be careful, because the Page of Coins also shows saving of money. The overall outcome shows the Magician. So I think that by the end of the month, maybe there could be some form of a miracle that's happening with this Magician energy. Something might manifest out of nowhere for you, especially if you're getting some problems concerning finances. We're going to get some clarity on this. We'll put it together. You've got the Temperance card coming in. Well, you guys are showing us Temperance. Why is Scorpio showing us Temperance? Why is Scorpio showing us Temperance in the month of July 2018? Okay, it's to do with the Empress. It's because of the Empress. It might be that some of you guys are managing, and you know, when you look at the Temperance energy, this is also trying to manage. What are you trying to manage? You're trying to manage the Empress. So it might be some of you guys are trying to manage a project, for example. Empresses usually represent, you know, something new. They represent new creations, for example. Creativity. They represent beauty. They represent people. I don't know whether some of you guys are managing or trying to manage an individual here, the Empress, or you might be trying to manage something new. Something new that's come in with this Empress energy. Some new development, for example, or something that you've been developing with this Empress. Because Empresses represent to nurture and to mother and to grow. It might be some of you guys are trying to manage some form of a new project that you're working on with that Empress energy, or you're trying to manage, I think, with this Temperance, because this is you. You're the ones that are trying to manage with the Temperance energy, and we're asking, well, what are you trying to manage? Well, you're trying to manage the Empress. It's another major card, but the major card of the Empress is all about nurturing. It can be a person, but I don't think it is a person. It might be a person. It might be that you're trying to manage your emotions concerning an individual here, an Empress. If you're trying to manage your emotions concerning an Empress, then maybe this is somebody who's quite overbearing. Empresses can show as quite overbearing females as well. Might be something to do with a female, for example. Maybe some of you guys are looking after a mother figure, for example, with the Empress. Some of you guys might be trying to manage, you know, a new business, for example, with the Empress, or something that you've been working on creatively with that Empress energy. As a result of that, for the month, you're going to experience this 5 of Coins. And what's this 5 of Coins about? What's this 5 of Coins about? The 10 of Swords. So, you know, the 10 of Swords is about something being over. Sometimes this is about a painful ending. So you guys are going to be experiencing, I think that you guys, I don't think this is financial with the Five of Coins. I think that you guys are experiencing with the Five of Coins feeling shut out potentially with this Five of Coins energy. I think for the month some of you guys are going to be feeling a sense of abandonment, and it's because of the Ten of Swords. So it might be that you've got with this Ten of Swords people who are... Ten of Swords references betrayal, and it represents when people have got knives in our backs. It can represent, you know, backstabbing, for example. So that's one of the words with this card. So I would say for some of you guys, it might be for the month you're experiencing feeling a slight amount of abandonment. Now the abandonment will be because I think there's a group of people here. I think there's some backstabbing. I don't want to say that in a reading, but I do think it's that. I think there's some backstabbing going on here. I think there's some talking behind the back, and there's some plotting going on with the Temperance energy. Now I think that you guys are trying to manage an individual here, this Empress. I think there's a person who's got great power, this Empress energy. I think this is a person. So I think that you're trying to cooperate, actually. I think that Scorpio is trying to cooperate with an Empress, with a person here. So I think that you guys in the month of July are trying to cooperate with an individual. I'm going to read the Empress as an individual here. She shows up as an Empress because maybe she's well revered. Maybe she's in a place of authority. She might be a boss, for example, with that Empress energy. But I think you're trying to cooperate with this person, Scorpio. And I think as a result of that, the energy for the month is seeing you guys feeling that this person's shutting you out, trying to push you out because there's a bit of backstabbing. When you get the Five of Pentacles as well, this can be somebody who's trying to basically fire you from a job or get rid of you or push you out the door. So I think that some of you guys, the energy around you in the month of July, is some of you guys feeling like you're being pushed out, potentially in a job as well, with that Five of Coins, because there's a lot of backstabbing going on here with this Ten of Swords. Now, the reason that everything is happening is the Nine of Cups. And what's this Nine of Cups about? What's this Nine of Cups about? So this is a wish being fulfilled. Ten of Cups. I think that you guys have achieved something really good. And I would probably go and say that this is actually jealousy. I think there's some jealousy going on for Scorpio. Because the reason that everything is happening is because you've achieved the Nine of Cups. We've got a 9 and a 10. These are amazing energies together. The Nine of Cups tells you a wish is being fulfilled. And it might be with the Ten of Cups that this is the completion of like a project, or the, you know, you've been successful in a particular area with the Ten of Cups energy. I'm not reading the Ten of Cups as a, I mean, it could be, it could be a family matter, for example, but I would question that because you're trying to cooperate with a woman here. Some of you guys, it might be a mother figure, but the energy is the Five of Pentacles. You guys are, I think, are being abandoned, and I think it's because this person, this Empress that I'm looking at here, is putting knives in your back. And the reason that this person's putting knives in your back is because, I don't know whether it's them that wants to achieve something, though. I think the impression I get is that they want to achieve something. They want something here. It looks to me that they've got some good news, that they've achieved something within, you know, a family situation. It's almost, or a situation where, you know, they've achieved something really good. Maybe they've achieved some form of a goal. Ten of Cups is all about completion, a successful completion, you know, a project, a goal, that type of thing. So this person has achieved with this Nine of Cups a successful goal, I think, with this Ten of Cups energy. They've achieved something really good. And I almost get the impression that you're standing in the way of something for this individual. So it almost feels like this person's got to get rid of you. But no, I'm sorry, I'm going to go through that again. I'm always changing my readings up, but when I look at what I'm looking at here, it almost feels different. It depends on how I want to read this. If we look at you guys, you are trying to manage or trying to cooperate, I think, with the Temperance energy, with an Empress. I would read this as a person. This should be a nice lady, though, but she doesn't always have to be nice, even if she's in the upright. She can be very involved. The reason that everything is happening, I think that you guys are trying to, I think that this is actually you guys trying to achieve with that Nine of Cups, you know, a nice environment. What you've got with this Nine of Cups is that you want to celebrate, you want to be happy, you want to achieve with that Nine of Cups energy, perhaps with the Ten of Cups energy, a really good, settled, happy, contented environment with this person. So I actually think that you guys are trying to create a really good, positive environment with this individual. However, as a result of that, you're finding yourself being shut out with this Five of Pentacles. Because I think that this person's been putting, backstabbing you. I think this person's been talking behind your back. And I think this person's been plotting on you. Alright, there's somebody around you who doesn't like you. You, Scorpio, are trying to make everything okay with this individual. But I get the impression that this person's trying to backstab you. And that's why you've got this advice. Do everything in truth and integrity. If something's not right, and if somebody's being very difficult with you, if you're experiencing a negative situation, you have to have the integrity of your own values to walk away from it. I think that's why the advice has come out the way it has, Scorpio. In the recent past, you've experienced the Eight of Wands. This could be news, for example, with the Eight of Wands. What's this Eight of Wands about? Or communication. From a Six of Cups. It's about the Six of Cups. So, I don't think it's that, though. I think that this is about releasing the past. The Eight of Wands can be a release card, you see. And the Six of Cups is the past. So I think that because you guys have wanted to create an environment of happiness, this Nine of Cups, energy, cheer, joy within, you know, might be within a family situation. It might be that you're trying to cooperate with this Empress as well. It might be a family situation. I get the impression actually it's a family situation, come to think about it. I think you're trying to cooperate with an Empress. It might be a mum, for example, or an important female figure within the family. And the reason that everything is happening, maybe there's some form of a family celebration going on here. I think there's a family celebration because the celebration is the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups is, Ten of Cups is the family and the Nine of Cups is the celebration. So I think the reason that everything is happening is that there's going to be, for some of you guys, it could be a family celebration. It could be a work celebration, for example, but, you know, you guys are trying to cooperate with this person because you've got some form of an award thing coming up or a celebration thing coming up, for example. And I think that you guys, as a result of that, have wanted to release the past. So I think that this past, I'll just get another card on that Six of Cups and see what that past is about. What's the Six of Cups about? What's the Six of Cups about? Well, there you go, the Nine of Wands. So this is about trials that you've experienced in the past with this person. So you guys have wanted to release the past concerning some trials that you've had with this individual. I think you've had trials and problems with this individual in the past. And he says, you know what, actually we've got this family celebration coming up, or we've got this wedding coming up, or we've got this social thing coming up in the workplace. And you know what, I just want to try and cooperate with this individual now because, you know, it's time that we released Eight of Wands, the past Six of Cups. That, you know, and it was a past that was very difficult and it was very, very trying with that Nine of Wands. Now, what's influencing you being pushed out by this person this month? Scorpio, that Five of Coins, this person who seems to be pushing you up because they're putting the knives in your back. What's influencing that is the Knight of Wands. And what's this Knight of Wands about? Now, this is the arrival, I think, of something. What's this Knight of Wands about? What's this Knight of Wands about? A Knight of Pentacles. Okay. I think that you've got the arrival. Maybe it could be of a... See, the Knights, when you get a Knight of Wands or a Knight of Swords, they talk about arrivals, for example. And I think that you've got the arrival of... We're asking what the arrival is about. It's about a Knight of Coins. So the Knight of Coins could be a Virgo person, or this could be a really responsible individual here with this Knight of Coins. You've got two Knights here. But I don't think it's that. I'm not going to read it like that. It doesn't make sense to me to read it. I think you've got mixed messages going on here, because you've got fast and slow Knights. And Knights represent energy, and they represent movement, often when you get Knights. So if you get a Knight of Wands, something really quick is happening. If you get a Knight of Coins, something really slow. So we've got, what's influencing this is the quickness of the Knight of Wands, but also the slowness of the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so I think that in a way, this is about, I think the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles could be, one of them could be you, Scorpio, and one of them could be this Empress energy. Okay, I think that somebody's moving very slow with this Knight of Pentacles, and I think that somebody's being moving really, really quick. And it might be that this Knight of Wands has wanted to move very fast in a situation, but the Knight of Pentacles has wanted to take something slow. But it's really weird. I don't know whether I can explain it like that, because you've got two Knights. I'm going to say that this is a clash. We've got the quickness of the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles seems to be, you know, the Knight of Pentacles moves slow. So this would naturally be, when I look at this against the Knight of Wands, this would naturally be for me a blockage here in this Knight of Wands. I think that this person, this Empress, has been blocked. I think you have blocked this person. I think you're the Knight of Pentacles, actually. I think that you have acted as a blockage to maybe this person's plans. And this is why this person's trying to get rid of you. They're abandoning you, they're ignoring you, and it's because they've been putting knives in your back. So you're feeling pushed out because this person's been putting knives in your back, but they're putting knives in your back because I think that you have blocked some plans. I think they're the Knight of Wands and you're the Knight of Pentacles. You can see these two cards facing off against each other. Well, if the Knight of Wands is rushing in and it comes upon a Knight of Pentacles, What's going to happen? This is naturally a blockage card, I feel, to this Knight of Wands because it's so slow. The energy of this Knight of Pentacles moves very slowly and they're very, very considered and very cautious. Where the Knight of Wands is very fast and he's not cautious, he just goes with his feelings. But this person tends to err on the side of caution, does the Knight of Pentacles. They're very responsible. But the Knight of Wands is not responsible. So, I think just reading this combination together, I think that there has been some obstacles in terms of movement showing here if I were to read them just as combinations. Because obviously the Knight of Wands wanting to move real quick, but the Knight of Pentacles wanting to move real slow. And this Knight of Pentacles is acting as a blockage to movement happening. So I think there is blocked change here if I were to start look at those two cards. And that's why the influences, or you're blocking this person's path. I think you are blocking this person's ability. You're the Knight of Pentacles, Scorpio. I think you're blocking this person's potential to move ahead in a particular way. I want to see what this Knight of Wands wants to do. Because I'm going to read the Knight of Wands as that Empress. What does this Knight of Wands want to do? What does the Knight of Wands want to do? Well, it wants to achieve a goal, the Star. And I think that Scorpio is blocking, stopping this person from achieving, with that Star energy, a goal. From achieving probably justice. It wants to get some reward. This Empress wants some form of a reward, but you're standing in the way of this person getting what it wants. And that's why you're feeling shut out, because this person has been putting knives in your back. They've actually been backstabbing you. And therefore, the most likely outcome for the month will be the Nine of Swords. And what's this Nine of Swords about? What's this Nine of Swords about? The High Priestess. So you're worrying about you're worrying because you don't know what's going to happen. The High Priestess represents a secret. Okay? The High Priestess represents somebody who's being very secretive. So I think that by the end of the month, or the most likely outcome by the end of the month, Scorpio, is you guys worrying. Because you don't really know what's going on. You don't know what's being said. And this person seems to be keeping things very close to their chest. The High Priestess reveals nothing. You're trying to cooperate with this person, with this Empress, because you've got some form of celebration coming up. The Nine of Cups with that 10. This could be a family celebration, for example. Or this could be something in the workplace, maybe, happening here. But there's some form of a celebration coming up. And you say, look, let's release the past. The past was very trying for us, but let's release it. But this person says with that Five of Coins, no, I'm shutting you out. And you're experiencing this person shutting you out because the Ten of Swords, because this person has been putting knives in your back. But they're doing it because you've stopped them from doing something. You've stopped them from achieving something that they want, from achieving justice. It could be that you stop them. You're standing in the way of them getting to your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You're standing in the way of them getting a particular job or an award or something like that. But Scorpio, you're a threat to someone, I think, this month. And that's why you're going to end up feeling the Nine of Swords, experiencing worry and experiencing sadness and fear and anxiety. Because this person keeps a secret. They're not telling you what's going on. It's almost like they're closing you off. Because it's about them putting the knives in your back. So you're experiencing feeling shut out. But you're feeling shut out by people. And I don't even think that Empress is on her own. I think she's got a group of people around her. Because the Ten of Swords often references a whole heap of people that are putting knives in someone's back. So you're experiencing feeling shut out by I think a group of people who are putting knives in your back. And I feel that this Empress is at the helm of it. I think this person here is doing it to you, Scorpio. I think there's somebody here that's doing it. But it's because she's threatened by you. She's threatened by you because she knows that you're the one that stands in the way of her getting where she wants to get to. And her getting what she wants. But you're upset because you don't know what she's saying. You're upset because you don't quite know where the situation's going to go. Coming in, you're going to experience the Nine of Coins, though. What's the Nine of Coins about? What's this Nine of Coins about? The Two of Wands. So, I could say that coming in, you'll gain. Nine of Coins is all about gaining. It might be that you're gaining a different path. You're gaining the opportunity to take a different path with the Two of Wands. I think you're gaining the opportunity with that Nine of Coins to take a different path with the Two of Wands. And what you've experienced coming in as an influence is the Moon, though. I think this is uncertainty with the Moon. Moon can be secrets and lies, though. What's this Moon card about? The Chariot. I think there's a great deal of uncertainty as to whether you want to go for a different path here with this moon and the chariot energy. Hopes or fears of the page of coins. What's the page of coins about? What's the page of coins about? I think this is really being responsible here. I think the hope is to be just really cautious with that page of coins over the guidance that you receive, because I think the guidance that you've received is in these two cards here, where you're gaining the opportunity to take a different path from this person. But I think that the hope would be just to take it slowly with this page of coins energy. Just reading along the lines of the reading, this can mean something, because this is the student and this is the teacher, okay? So this can mean something entirely different, but reading in the framework of the reading, Scorpio, I think that your host would be the page of coins. We know the page of pentacles is very, very cautious, very responsible, very diligent, doesn't rush in. So the hope would be really just to be very cautious, and I think the cautiousness is over some form of guidance that you've received with this Hierophant energy here, because you know, you're uncertain as to whether, with uncertainty with the moon, as to whether you'd like to move forward in this situation with the chariot. You're just not sure. But the problem is that a lot of this stuff is coming from someone who's fucking you over, for the want of a better word. The problem is a lot of this stuff is coming from someone who's trying to hurt you, and that's why you're saying, actually, I don't know whether I can cope with this, because I don't know what this person's going to do next. You're worried by somebody's secrecy. The Hierophant, the High Priestess, represents somebody who's very, very passive. And I think that you are being shut out by a load of people who are probably putting knives in your back. So what you'll experience for some of you guys in July is that there is a group of people around you, and it's like, why is this person acting so weird with me? But this Empress that you're trying to cooperate with is at the helm of it. Because Scorpio has stopped this Empress from doing what she wants to do, from getting her goal, I think this Empress, and Empresses usually shows very popular people as well. I think this Empress has a whole group of people that she's turning around to, Scorpio, and she's saying, don't talk to Scorpio. They've gone and fucked me over on this, that and the other. And they'll embellish it. They'll make it the worst scenario. So you're finding yourself being pushed out by a group of people who've got daggers in your back. And you're given the opportunity in the immediate future, you're gaining an opportunity to look at maybe a couple of different paths, because it might be in a work situation, actually, for some of you guys. I get the impression that you have, for some of you guys, I get the impression that this isn't so much a home situation, maybe. It could be a home, because you've got this root issue being the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is an achievement. You know, a dream, a wish coming true, a wish being manifested with that Nine of Cups. Could be a successful contract with the Ten of Cups if it's a work situation. Did you go from a 9 to a 10? They're beautiful energies together. Not only are you celebrating with that Nine of Cups, an achievement, it completes you with the Ten of Cups. Celebrating something that's been completed as well. The Ten of Cups is completion. So if it's work, you might be celebrating something that's being completed here, something that's being wrapped up. And that's why you're being pushed out, because whatever it is that's being wrapped up is the challenge position. This is what you stop this person from doing, from achieving. So you got to a particular place, you stood in the way of this person achieving something because you probably achieved it first. For some of you Scorpios. So it could be that you got the job or you got the promotion, and you had a colleague who wanted that promotion, but you got it. And they thought, that bitch Scorpio stood in my way of getting that promotion. Why was it given to Scorpio? Why wasn't it given to me? And you will experience, for some of you guys, feeling kind of shut out and feeling on your own, feeling abandoned by people who have got knives in your back. You are given, I think, you are gaining the opportunity to take a new direction though. Perhaps if it's a promotion or something that some of you Scorpios have got, and a work colleague didn't get it, maybe you're giving the opportunity to go and work in another department, work on the same job, but just in another department. But you're going to be very considered, I think, in terms of, the guidance that you receive. And that's why I think for the month, the most likely outcome is you guys worrying. You're worrying about the unknown with the High Priestess. You're also worrying about, and I think this High Priestess is easily this Empress as well, worrying about a woman who's plays her cards very close to her chest. You don't know what she's going to do next. You also might be worrying with that High Priestess about, gossip, because High Priestesses can show gossip, but it's done in secret. Especially if you get it with the High Priestess and the Seven of Swords. This can be gossip, secret gossip, you know, behind your back, or that type of thing. Or the Page of Swords in the reverse. The overall outcome will be the magician. And what's this magician about? What's this magician about? Well, I think you're starting somewhere else. You got the magician. The magician rules the aces. The start of something new. It's the manifestation. Creation of a new reality as you start to look in a different... You're starting to look... But also I think that this is you guys taking control, actually, with this magician. Even though this is a start card and it does represent new beginnings, I don't think it's that. Because I think that you're very concerned about moving from where you are with this Chariot. And that's why I think the magician is about you guys taking control here. By not focusing so much on the bad stuff with the Eight of Cups afterwards, but focusing probably with the Hanged Man. You can see the Eight of Cups guy is looking straight at the Hanged Man. So I think that you're focusing really on staying where you are and just, you know, just going through and pushing through these energies, putting this thing on hold. I think that you're going to take control by not allowing this situation to hurt you any longer as you focused on the Hanged Man. I think staying right where you are. And this is why the universe is saying the advice for the month, Scorpio, is about standing in your truth and integrity. Stand true. What time is it on there? I can't even see. Is that 36 minutes? Can't see the timing. But I think that this is why the advice is you've got truth and integrity is going to be needed from you this month. Stand in your truth. If your truth is to stay where you are despite a backstabber, because all it is jealousy. That's all it is. This person thinks, you know what, Scorpio stood in the way of me getting what I wanted, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this Scorpio feel abandoned. I'm going to make them feel alone with a group of people. We're going to talk about them, we're going to stab them in the back, and we're going to hurt them. And you're going to be worrying about this backstabber, the High Priestess. Because I would say that the High Priestess in the upright can definitely be a backstabber. She does everything in secret. She's very quiet. She's very quiet. She doesn't say a word. You know, doesn't say a word at all. Especially if you get her with nasty sword cards. Especially reversals. Queen of Swords reverse. Page of Swords reverse. Not good combinations for that High Priestess. You're worrying about what this woman's up to with the High Priestess because you simply don't know. She's not telling you a thing. She's doing things behind your back. And that's why you'll say, actually, I'm gaining the opportunity to take a new direction. Some of you guys, though, it might be, this isn't about gaining. It might also be that you isolate, because the Nine of Pentacles can mean to isolate oneself. You concentrate on the work that you do and isolate yourself from taking this new direction. So for some of you guys, you might say, hell no, I'm not going anywhere. Because I'm concerned about the Chariot. I'm concerned with the moon energy about moving away or moving in, you know, another direction sort of thing. And this might be your truth and integrity here. So the advice is to stand in your truth and integrity, Scorpio. Stand by your beliefs in the month of July 2018 because, we'll do the reading again, you're trying to cooperate. Temperance. You guys are trying to cooperate with this individual here, this Empress. It might be a boss, for example. It might be a colleague, for example, with the Empress energy. And I think that the reason for this is because there is some form of achievement. It could be if it's a family situation, maybe there's a family celebration going on here. But also I think with the Nine of Cups, there's been some form of an achievement here. That achievement might have, you know, might involve a successful completion of a project or a situation, or it could be the successful completion of a goal with the Ten of Cups energy that was, you know, well wanted, well worked for, well earned. And I think as a result of that, you've wanted to release the past with this person, that Eight of Wands. I think you've wanted to release with the Eight of Wands the past with the Six of Cups, because the past has been very trying with that Nine of Wands. You found it very, very tiresome. It's very tiring, the energy you went through with this person. But this person, I think, as a result of that, is shutting you out with that Five of Pentacles. They've been shutting you out and putting knives in your back. So the energy for the month is this person is shutting you out and putting knives in your back with others. Talking behind your back, probably even plotting against you with that Ten of Swords energy. Because what this person's problem is, two things. You guys might have achieved a successful contract, or you might have achieved something really good with that Ten of Cups. And it might be that what's influencing this person shutting you out and putting knives in your back is because you stopped them from moving forward. You're the Knight of Pentacles, stopping them from moving in a direction. We asked what the movement was about. This person was trying to achieve a goal here in terms of getting rewarded with justice, maybe getting rewarded with the justice energy, maybe being crowned, you know, being given a a top position. But Scorpio, I think, has blocked them from doing that, from achieving a particular plan, a particular goal. And that's why they're shutting you out. That's why you're experiencing this person shutting you out and putting knives in your back. And some of you guys are going to be worrying about this High Priestess. What's this person got up their sleeve? What are they saying? What are they doing? They're not showing me anything. She's passive. She's always got a blank look on her face. What is this person up to? However, I feel that coming in, Scorpio, some of you guys, you will be gain the option to take a new direction. Maybe if it's a work thing, maybe it's to move out of the department that you're in with this individual. For some of you guys, you say, hell no, I'm going to isolate myself, focus on my work, focus on being the best that I can be within this new role, if it's a role, and I'm not going down a new route with this. I'm not moving anywhere. I'm not taking a new direction with this individual. Influence is coming in, though. Some of you guys are going to be concerned about having to move the Chariot, because your hopes would be to be very cautious over some guidance, I think, that you've been given with the Hierophant energy showing there. Or it could be that the hopes are to learn. The Page of Pentacles is typically a student, and this is the teacher. So I think that if you're gaining an opportunity to move in a new direction with that Two of Wands because of whatever this person's doing, Scorpio, I think the hope would be, well, maybe, just maybe, I should take on board, I should be responsible and learn from what this person's telling me, from what this guidance person, the Hierophant, is telling me to do. For some of you guys, the overall outcome, though, I think that you guys take control, I would say, with that Magician energy. You take control, decide that you're not going to focus on the hurt that this person's putting you through, and put plans on hold with that with the Hanged Man energy. I think you decide not to move out of a situation here, because you realise that this person is trying to sabotage you. And I do think that somebody's trying to sabotage you in the month of July 2018. And I think they're trying to sabotage you because they feel that you sabotaged them. So this person's trying to get back at you. And this is why the universe is saying act in truth and integrity. Act with truth and integrity, because I do think that somebody's trying to sabotage you. But they're sabotaging you because, number one, they're jealous. Number two, they're blaming you because they weren't able to get what you got in the month of July 2018. And therefore, they're trying to get as many people on board as possible to put Scorpio down, to make Scorpio feel that they're not valuable, to make Scorpio feel that they've got no friends. I think you've got somebody, and it's that Empress stroke High Priestess that's doing it. Because they don't like the fact that you actually, well, not even the fact, but they don't like the idea that it's their truth, though. Their truth is that Scorpio sabotaged them, so now they're going to sabotage Scorpio's ass. But I think that by the end of July 2018, Scorpio is going to take back their control. They're going to leave this situation behind. They're not going to, see, the Age of Cups isn't just about walking away. It's about saying, actually, I'm not going to focus on this hurt. I'm going to focus on what my intuition is telling me. The intuition is the moon. And the intuition here with the moon is, you facing the moon is saying, you know what, actually, I think I'm going to put this on hold with the Hanged Man. I think I'll put this on in suspension, this move. Because it might also be that influence is coming in, Scorpio, is that your intuition, moon is intuition as well, it's the sixth sense. So it might be that your intuition with the moon card is telling you that you should really move. But the overall outcome is, I think you take control of the situation by saying, actually, I'm not going to focus on this emotion. Because it's, your intuition now at the moment is being fueled by your emotion. But you turn your back on this emotion now and you say, actually, I'm going to face up to what my head is telling me. What is my intuition telling me intellectually? And intellectually is, I need to just, put up with the situation and see it through. Because this is about being the martyr. And really just, dealing with an awkward situation. So I think that some of you guys will just say, actually, yeah, this person is putting me through the mill. I might feel like I've got no friends. This person might be trying to make me feel that I've got no one around me, that I've got no support, because they've got their crew that's trying to hurt me and trying to make me feel that I'm, the outcast. Because there is somebody who's trying to make you feel an outcast for some of you guys, but it's because they're jealous. Not just that they're jealous, I think that you really did stand in the way of them getting something that they wanted, whether this is in love, whether this is in career, whether this is in family. Somebody feels that you've sabotaged them, Scorpio, and they will want their justice. They will want to get back at you for it. And at first you'll think, shit, 9 of coins. I'm gaining those options. to take a new direction. Coming in, my intuition might tell me with the moon that I should really move away from this situation. But the overall outcome says, nah, I think I'm going to take my control back of this situation. I'm no longer going to focus on the hurt. I'm actually going to let my intuition guide me. My intuition is telling me with that Hangman, I need to stay put. Stand within your truth and integrity for the month of July 2018, Scorpio. Stand within that truth and integrity. Don't let somebody chase you out of where you are simply because they've got an issue with you getting what you want and then not getting what they want. Don't allow that to fuel your mind. What it's saying is stand within your truth and integrity. Stand within your beliefs. You know that you didn't sabotage this person. It's just the way that the cookie crumbles. But them in their fucked up mind thinks that you stood in front of them. Let them carry on with it. They're going to have to pay the piper sooner or later for stabbing you in the back, you know. Stand within your truth and integrity. You'll get through the month very, very well. Alright, that's your reading, Scorps, for the month of July 2018. It took quite a while to do that. How are we? I think it's 45 minutes. I hope that's not 55 minutes. 45 minutes would be better. But yeah, thanks for your time, guys, and I will speak to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.